Hello friends and welcome back. You know what to do. Grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself a cup of coffee, or grab yourself a cup of water, and let's get into the news. Lately, Prince Harry has been talking a lot about his mother, Princess Diana, and her legacy. He has used her harassment by the paparazzi to give a lot of validation for he and Meghan's move out of the UK and away from the British royal family. He spoke about his mother and his childhood at his speech at the Sensible dinner, and he also reportedly spoke about it during his recent speech at JP Morgan, and he was reportedly paid close to $1 million for that speech. And during that speech, he talked a lot about how he still was very triggered when he heard cameras. It brought him back to that horrible time in his life and being that little boy. And honestly, I find this to be extremely hypocritical. There's something to remember about Princess Diana. Princess Diana did not commodify herself after she left the royal family as a working member. She was extremely philanthropic. She did incredible work around AIDS awareness and the homeless, and she was photographed kissing people who society was shunning, and she was really the people's princess in that way. She did not create anything like the Sussex Foundation. She knew how important her platform was to raising awareness, and she used that solely for raising awareness and not for monetary gain. But let's look at that, Princess Diana's legacy versus Harry. He took what could very well have been $1 million to give a speech about his mother, someone who really was selfless and probably would have given the speech for free. Harry and Meghan are still on the royal payroll, and they allegedly will be on the royal payroll until the springtime. And then after that point, Prince Charles is still going to be funding them. So they are not hurting for money, but yet they are running around and trying to get as many deals as they can very quickly after leaving the royal family. If Harry wants to pave his own way, that is fine. But my opinion is that he needs to stop leaning on his mother's story and his mother's legacy, and he needs to create his own story. He is a grown man, he has a family, and it's time to stop being that grief-stricken little boy still traumatized by the cameras. I don't think that Harry is necessarily traumatized by the cameras because he's been in front of the cameras his entire life. I think that right now that narrative serves him because he can use that to say, well, I don't want to be around the cameras anymore. But really, he's still going to have to be in front of the cameras because he's going to have to make money one way or the other. And I know that that is harsh, but life is harsh. And Harry should not monetize his mother's legacy and his mother's story. People like the royals because they are different from average celebrities. They tend to be very philanthropic. They tend to be focused on their causes. Now, Harry and Meghan will be your average celebrities, and that doesn't really make them special at all. This quote puts it perfectly. When, as a royal, you literally put yourself in supplication to a titan of capitalism, you have shown no scruples, no self-awareness, and no shame. Now you're just another hustler out to make a buck, and there's nothing special about that. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.